video goes off, you can watch this entirety on my YouTube channel, Lashawnda Flanders. Now, let's jump right in. I want to talk to you really quick about losing sometimes is winning. In 2020, I've shared this story with you guys before. I lost my job the day after my birthday. I was confused. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how I was going to take care of my family. I had been working on this job for 13 years. I loved working on this job. I mean, I absolutely loved this job. And God spoke to me in a still voice when I was on the back porch trying to cry. He said, use what's in your hands. And that's when my business, Intellectual Design, was already birthed, but I began to push it with greater intensity. I make websites, business cards. I have my own lipstick line. I'm an author. I have a book. I have books. I'm a recording artist. He told me to use these things. That's what's in my hand. I'm a mentor. I'm a life coach. All these things God told me to use what's in my hand. And I want to share with you how when I was working on my job for 13 years, I didn't realize that I was preparing myself to be an entrepreneur. I didn't take many lunch breaks. I worked late, and a lot of times I was working late on my other jobs. I learned how to do everything that I do for intellectual designs for sitting at my desk for 13 years, never realizing that this is what I was going to have to use to take care of me and my family. It felt like in that moment that I was losing, because I'm losing my income. I felt like I was losing my peace. I was losing comfort. But God turned the situation around, and I began to be a winner, because in the midst of this, the pandemic had just started, right? I applied for unemployment. I was getting way above the amount of money that I was getting per week on my full-time job and my unemployment. And I was able to get unemployment for months. And in that time when I was getting unemployment, I was able to promote what I was doing and get more clients. By the time my unemployment deceased, I was selling. No, not only was I selling, I was propelling, accelerating in my workload. So I'm saying all that to tell you that even though things happen to you, we create situations sometime in our lives. A lot of times things are outside of our control. But no matter what it is that you're going through or what has happened to you, even if it's a loss of a friendship, you and your friend done lost, and you feel like you're not able to close that relationship the way you want to. Even if it's your children, even if it's the people on your job, even if it's people in your church, it doesn't matter. Losing that friendship, you can gain your peace. You know, I'm big on peace. I'm just big on peace, honey. Because if you ever been without peace and you found it, you don't understand how important it is to have peace. And I once before was without peace and found it. So I'm thinking about my life. You know, I lost this, I lost that, I lost this, I lost that. But at the end of the day, if you really look at your situation, you've gained much more. Here I am losing a job that I worked in for 13 years, right? Me and the supervisor never got along. And I'm always getting in imaginary fights with her, right? Now I'm my own boss. I set my own hours, and I'm able to make quadruple the amount that I was making when I was sitting there. God proved to me that even though I lost, I felt like at that moment when they told me that I was losing my job, I felt like I was losing it all. I felt like, what am I going to do? But in the end, I'm winning. God used me on the job to prepare me for this job. The stuff that I was doing, my other jobs, the training that I was listening to, because the job that I had was the best job. It was a very relaxed job. And sometimes the workload was kind of slow. And whenever the workload was slow, I took it upon myself to do training on social media. I was managing the church page. I was managing our pages. I was promoting. I was doing all of these things, which now I do for other people. I was in training. So be encouraged on today to know that, yes, he, she, they, them, it may you feel this way, like you're losing. But if you keep pushing and don't get focused on the lost, get focused on the direction that God is taking you, you will win. See, had I got sidetracked, frustrated, angry, vindictive, I'm gonna get me a lawsuit, all of this extra stuff, I wouldn't have been able to continue to use what's in my hands. See, when we learn how to let God be God, give him situation. You God, I mean, that's what you are doing, being God. I'm gonna be human, you gonna be God. You learn how to give God situations, it'll give you the peace that surpasses all understanding, because you know that he can handle things that you can't. Here I am worried about how I'm gonna feed my children. Yeah, I'm making flyers. So you telling me these 1 or 2 flyers? Because during that time, my business was slow. When I was working my other jobs, it was slow because I didn't have time to really focus on it like that. And I wasn't pushing it like that. But when I started pushing it, when I gained full confidence by him saying, use what's in your hand, it was like he gave me supernatural confidence that I did not have. I did not feel sure. But I believed and I trusted in what he said, and I moved forward off of a word. All it takes is one word for your life to be changed and turned around. So today I pray that this is the one word. Losing does not always mean that you're not winning. Losing sometimes means that you're winning. Because right now I feel like I'm winning. Because I'm in a place of acceleration. Because I was obedient to the voice. I didn't try to argue with the voice. I didn't try to go fill out applications for other jobs. He said, use what's in your hands. Now, here I am, an author. I got my own cosmetic line, lipstick. You can go to www.payhip.com/Lashawnda Cherie. You can order my lipsticks, my lip liners. Purpose, I got time to work on with Purpose. She's finna come out with her own cosmetic lines where she'll have edge control, bonnets, brushes, bows, and another journal. I'm working on a book. I'm working on a CD. Like, once I obeyed God, it opened up the space for me to do what God has called me to do. When I didn't have time to do all these things, by me obeying the voice of God, I have time, I have space, I have energy, and I have the income to do the things. Because you can't do a lot of stuff if you don't have the income. But because of my obedience, he's provided me with the income to do those things that's been predestined in my heart to do. So again, I just want to encourage you on today that you may be feeling like, because of the divorce, because of the job loss, because of the breakup of the relationship, because of the ending of a friendship, because they betrayed you, because somebody lied on you, because they repoed your car, because you lost your house, whatever it is that you feel like you're losing, God will turn it around and make it a winning situation for you if you stay on the course, if you keep your hands on the plow, and if you stay focused and be able to hear the voice of God. So once again, I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in, and be encouraged. And remember that does not matter what it looks like. It may look like to you and it may feel like to you that you're losing, but in all actuality, you're going to win if you stay focused, if you stay grounded, if you surround yourself by positive people that's rooting for you and telling you, you go girl, you go boy, you go girl, you go boy. You don't need nobody when you're going through a season like I was going through. When they called me and fired me, I didn't call anybody and say anything. I didn't say anything to my mom. I didn't say anything to anybody for at least a week or so, because I needed to be able to start activating my own faith without having people telling me, there's some spies over there where you go, they giants over there and they bigger than us. And I didn't need to hear that. So I had to guard my spirit until I let it resonate in my spirit that the greater one is inside of me, and he has spoken to me. He said, don't you worry, use what's in your hands. So that's what I have to do. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like Mary when she was pregnant with Jesus. You just can't be walking on the people to my, girl, I'm pregnant from the Holy Spirit. She had to keep that to herself until the baby was born. And some things we got to learn how to keep to ourselves until we're able to birth out the vision that God has given us. We speak too soon at times, and we allow people in their negative words, thoughts, and opinions of your life stop you from reaching your fullest potential, stop you from being happy, stop you from moving forward, stop you from doing everything that it is that you need to do to be a better you. So today, you just be encouraged, and remember, losing is sometimes winning. and I'm a witness. And I love y'all, and thank you for tuning in. Bye.